the New York Mets very soon, 13 games in a row against San Fran and LA.
And they're going to beat them. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm your host, Adam Peddle.
And I'm your host, Nicholas Playlock. And today, guys, we're going to be answering the question, will the Philadelphia Phillies make the postseason? But before we get into it, please make sure to like and subscribe if you're new and you love baseball content. We're going live. We're making videos. We're doing a bunch of stuff. It's happening all the time right here. Okay, big guy. This was a big week for the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, when this video comes out, it will be roughly 1.5 days old, so we may have missed a game or something. But when we are making this, they are just coming off of a series sweep of the rivals, the New York Mets, and that is adding on to their win total right now of freaking 59 and 53 and the streak of 8 wins in a row.
It's very impressive. Just coming off a great outing by Zach Wheeler, who's looking like a potential Cy Young candidate this year. 8 innings, only giving up 2 hits and 11 strikeouts. They beat the Mets 3-0. And after this series sweep, they are now in first place with that beautiful record you said. Atlanta is right behind them. 2 games out, and then Mets 2.5. So yes, they have the lead, but it is a slim lead.
It is close, man. It is really, really close. And I think this division is so crazy because it's like, it feels like you really roll a dice and anything could happen. But what's nuts is a month ago, I would have said unequivocally, undoubtedly, the Mets are taking this division. And now everything is up in the air. That is baseball. Tell me a little bit about these Phillies. Tell me what you like.
Well, I like their starting 2. And what I mean by that is Wheeler and Gibson, who they traded for. They both have sub-3 ERAs. And I do like Aaron Nola too, but this year's been a little bit rough for him.
Rocky.
4.49 ERA. So obviously not the Aaron Nola we're used to seeing. So that's not bad. It's a good rotation to help in this division, honestly.
Totally.
The lineup I really like too. The lineup's really good. You want to tell me a little bit about that?
I mean, the lineup I really mess with because they got Hoskins, Harper, Segura, McCutchen, and Real Muto. And all of those 5 guys have an OPS over 800.
Huge.
So they are definitely stacked at the top. And right now especially, I mean, I know because I own them in fantasy, but Rhys Hoskins and especially big boy Bryce Harper is on a tear. He is actually making a pretty strong case for NL MVP. So the lineup is nice.
Yeah, the lineup, dude, their last 15 days, they are 3rd in baseball in OPS, 827.
Wow.
And here's the thing, though. Their last 15 days, it's not like their pitching has been any better. It's the offense. The ERA is still 4.07. 14th in MLB, whereas in the whole season, their ERA is 18th, 4.42. So a little bit better, but not crazy better. So they're really, this hot streak is living on those bats.
Yeah, it is reliant on the offense.
And right now, Hoskins is dealing with a little bit of an injury. Gregorius is dealing with a little bit of an injury. So there's some question marks there. Not a huge blow, but a little bit. So that's something to look at moving forward.
Totally. And I mean, speaking about ERA, and you talked a bit about the starters, the Phillies have had their woes in the bullpen before. They are not dissimilar to the Toronto Blue Jays in that facet. Now, they did go out at trade deadline and acquire a pretty nice arm in Ian Kennedy, but in your opinion, is that enough to deal with the inherent problems that they have there?
For me, still not really. I mean, they have lack of depth in the Phillies bullpen. Ian Kennedy is a 3.44 ERA. You still have Hector Neris at 3.94, Jose Alvarado, and then Archie Bradley. He's actually one of my favorites that they picked up. Archie Bradley, a 2.73 ERA. Very good ERA. So I don't think it's like going to solve the issue and all of a sudden they're going to start saving games left, right, and center, be one of the better bullpens in the major leagues. But I think it's enough to be where they're at right now, where if their bats get hot, they can start winning games. However, my answer to this question is going to be solely based off the fact that their bats are just hot as hell right now.
Okay. So tell me, will the Philadelphia make postseason?
For me, I'm going to lean towards a no, and here's
Okay.
why. Like, the Mets are obviously doing really bad right now. Their offense has never been good this year, but the pitching has still been one of the best in baseball. So I would say if the Phillies, or excuse me, the Mets can get back Lindor, Baez is dealing with a little bit of an injury right now. If they can somewhat do half decent, not even good, half decent, they can get back into that number one spot. Whereas Phillies, as soon as their bats cool off, they're back to that average team.
You know what? And I agree with you, dude. I agree with you on that front. However, my answer is going to be a yes to this. I'm going to say that the Philadelphia Phillies do make postseason because for me, it's honestly less about what they are doing right now and more about what those other teams are doing. I have lost faith in the New York Mets. I am sorry, New York Mets fans, but I have lost faith in that team. Atlanta, I mean, I know that you guys are doing okay, 7-3 in your last 10, but I don't really have a whole lot of faith in you guys either when Acuna went down. I think that these Phillies have enough right now. I think that if Bryce Harper can just maintain the level that he's at, and honestly, we've seen him do it before. We've seen him win MVP before. I think that these guys are going to be able to do enough to fend off those other teams. Now, I don't think that this is going to be a team that's like, I don't know, 95 wins by the end of the season.
Right.
They're going to be a bit over 500, but I still think that's going to be enough to deal with these other teams in this division.
Yeah, I feel you. Whoever's going to win it, it's going to come down to the wire, that's for sure. Because all these teams, and at least, I'm sorry to say, there's problems there. No one's complete. What's
Also,
up? Yeah.
one final thing that I got to say. I'm not too sure about the Atlanta schedule right now, but I know that the New York Mets very soon will be starting a 13-game stretch. 13 games in a row against San Fran and LA. That's it. Dodgers and Giants.
And they're going to beat them.
I mean, they're going to have to if they want to keep up because I was looking at the Philadelphia Phillies schedule, and it's a lot more generous.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah. Guys, what do you think in the comments down below? Do you think the Philadelphia Phillies are going to win the NL East and make it to the postseason? You let us know right down there.
Yes, please, guys. You can also check us out on Spotify, Breaker, Anchor, Radio Public, and Google Podcasts. Also, please make sure to like and subscribe if you're new. Today, Jays is our code for Monkey Knife Fight and for Manscaped. Also, $3 a month. You can become a Patreon member. Shout out and thank you to all of our current Patreon members that we have right now. We appreciate you guys. Also, Phillies fans, in the comments, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Are we talking nonsense? Who or which one of us is talking nonsense?
Well, I mean, it'd probably lean towards you. I mean, obviously, I'm the enemy.
Yeah.
You want me to lose.
Lean towards me, guys. I want to see it in the comments down below.
Okay, all right, guys. Make him feel really good about his decision.
Make me feel good about myself.
Guys, thank you so much for watching.
And
Go Jays, go!